single one of us has a season, a reason, or a lifetime in front of us. And as we're here in our hometown supporting Sierra's father as he transitions from this life to the next or wherever he is going, it's quite a challenge to understand the difference between wants, needs, desires. And as humans, I think it's difficult to really understand that. And we get confused about our desires or our wants, and we override our actual needs. So what is the difference between needs, wants, and desires as we explore the principle all needs met? How do we meet all needs?
Well, that one's a big one, and most of the people who have read that principle are familiar with that principle. The couples that practice the principle-based relationship and work daily on that principle, sometimes we wonder, is it truly possible? How can you have all needs met? What about compromise? Isn't there always, if somebody's, need is this and someone's need is this and they don't seem compatible, how do we get to all needs met? Well, before we get into some of the nitty gritty of how to do that, I want to share what the principle is truly in relationship to needs, wants, and desires. Most of us get confused about our wants. Most of us get confused about our desires. And most of us don't even know what it is that we need from day to day. So it is a tricky scenario. But ultimately, the principle itself is if I can identify a need I have, and truly it's a need I have, like I'm super hungry right now and I can't go for a walk until I eat something. Okay.
She needs food.
I need food and I need it now. Right? Or he needs to go for a walk right now because he's so stressed out and he can't eat. Okay. So that's a need that he has. He needs to move his body because he's feeling agitated. He's feeling, energy that needs to be moved. So then how do we meet the higher need, the need that serves both? And at that point, we can, knowing clearly what I need, knowing clearly what he needs, we can be like, okay, you know what? I can wait 5 minutes. Can you grab a little snack bar and then we'll go together? Or I'm just going to go on my walk. And if you need a longer meal, why don't you just take care of yourself and you can walk later? But not sharing the need or not knowing the need enough to share the need leaves you unable to meet the need. And again, often there's a greater need or a bigger possibility that can be met when all needs are being expressed and truly understood.
So let's dive a little bit deeper here right now. In other videos, you may have heard us say this before, but it's super clear and it really makes it super simple to understand. So needs, wants, desires. A need is I need food. A want is I want organic food to eat. A desire is I want a private chef to make me my organic food. And it's very different from the need of food, the need for water, the need for air. We need those things to survive. Those are needs. Wants are something different. Desires are something even more different. All of them are wonderful. All of them have their place, and all of them can be created in a beautiful co-committed relationship. And it's important when we're looking to meet all needs that we actually get below the desires, below the wants, and actually get to the need and not get into well, I need this and you need that. Do I really need to go for a walk? Yeah, it is important to move your body. It is important to make sure that you stay active or you atrophy, you get bed sores if you stay in bed too long, or all those types of things. So there is a need in there, but needing to go right now in that moment, is it really right now in that moment? It may be, or is that because you haven't self-managed yourself, you haven't all these other
There's
things?
Probably another need that got stepped over.
Yeah, earlier on.
That caused this more urgent need.
Yeah, so the question I have for you right now is, where can you really look deeper at? Is it really a need, or is it just a desire or a want? And once we find that need, how can we meet both needs or all needs in the situation or relationship?
It's a tricky one, and it's a worthwhile exploration. We live in a world that doesn't always invite having the inner dialogue and the outer dialogue of what it is that you may need. We certainly don't live in a society that values desires, but we do live in a society that is all about wants. So getting out of the habit of, ooh, I want some Taco Bell. Well, do you really need some Taco Bell? No, you just need some food, right? So it is worth a worthwhile exploration to tease it out and to really come to understand that, one, you do have needs. Two, take a moment to figure out what those needs are. And three, they do matter. And they especially matter within the context of a beloved relationship, because I know that he would ultimately want me to have whatever it is that I need, and I would want him to have whatever it is he needs. But sometimes we need to take a beat, we need to get clear, we need to circle up, and we need to explore what it is. I don't always know what I need, and sometimes he can help me discover what am I actually needing. If I'm being persnickety or short-tempered or whatever, I probably need sleep, I probably need food, I probably need fresh air, I probably need to move my body, because I'm acting out the effect of not having a need that I didn't realize I needed because I was so busy tending to somebody else, and in this case, my dad. So
yeah, it's a really interesting one. And the deeper you go in meeting each other's needs, truly meeting each other's needs, then you can move into, because I actually want her needs, I want her wants, I want her desires, I want all of those met to the best of my ability. But you can't even get to those if you're overstepping the actual needs of the relationship, the actual needs of the person. And we're using food or simple things like that because it makes it clear, oh, I need that. But when we get into other things in life, it gets a little bit more tricky. I remember growing up, a big one for my family was, hey, if you want this thing, go look at it, this thing to purchase or buy. Go look at it, check it out. If a week later you still want that thing, then go get it. But a lot of times, impulsive buying and all of the marketing machines out there today have made it really easy for us to impulse buy.
Oh God.
They use psychological triggers. They use all these types
right
of
here
things.
on these social media channels, you're probably scrolling past this and seeing ad for this, ad for that. And how many of those ads are you checking out because you think you need it?
Yeah, and
they target you because you've been looking for it.
We've struggled with this one because we want to use more psychological triggers to get you to support yourself and have a better relationship.
Yeah.
And yet we kind of feel like, that's a little bit, do we really have to do that? Do we really have to do that to make people see what's helpful for them, see what they actually need? You need support around a relationship. It's proven over time. Relationships thrive in community. They thrive with families. That's why for many a century, the family unit stayed together, because it was all about helping the relationship and helping the parents stay together and support raising beautiful children. Those are actual needs, but we think they're wants, we think they're desires, and we just throw them out and do our regular day stuff. So it's so challenging. How do we meet all needs? Well, you have to start by understanding the needs.
Yeah. So if you're watching this video all the way to the end here, we're so grateful. We invite you to take a moment, if you got 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and just sit and feel into what is a need that you may have today. Something that you can meet yourself, or something that you can invite others to help you meet. Maybe you've got a full day of appointments and you're gonna need somebody to help you take care of your lunch. You need lunch, and getting somebody to help you take care of it would be very helpful. So that's a little bit of a combo, but you do need lunch, and if you've overbooked yourself, see how you can get that need met, either by pre-ordering something for yourself to have it delivered, or asking a beloved to help a buddy out.
I do make a good sandwich.
He's so good. He meets our food needs.
Yeah, so if you're liking what you hear here and you don't want to be marketed to, but you just want to have a great relationship, we ask you to subscribe to this channel, and we got lots more beautiful things to share with you about how to live a principle-based relationship.